Let's say you see a girl you like at the coffee shop, or you're heading into an important interview, or you're just about to walk into a family reunion. Do you ever get that feeling of insecurity, that feeling that you're not quite confident in yourself? That maybe you should just turn around, leave the coffee shop and carry on with your day? Look, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Bill Clarke. I talk about all things self-improvement, traveling, online business, lifestyle, just everything that I do in the hopes that I can teach you to do the same thing, live a life of purpose and fulfillment. Now, going back to the insecurity, look, I still get that. I'm not going to say that I used to get that and I've figured it out. I do still get that. I get that nervous feeling when I see a hot chick and I'm going to go talk to her. But the thing is, I get it a lot less, and I'm going to tell you why. And it actually comes down to eye contact. It's subtle, it's powerful, and it can tell you so much about a person and what they are thinking. Look, let's say you meet someone for the first time and immediately their eyes go straight to the floor. Now, what that means is that high chance that they're either intimidated by you or they're attracted to you. Pretty good sign, if you ask me. Or another example, let's say that you're in a conversation with someone, they're not even looking at you, they're just a bit like this. That means that they're not interested in you. They're making the conscious effort not to look at you. And at this point, you just walk away. Look, about a month or two ago when I was in Copenhagen, I read this article by Mark Manson, the author of The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck and Everything is Fucked, I think it's called. Anyway, great author, and I read this article and it was a real, I hate the pun, but eye-opener for me. And I want to share with you my key takeaways because I found it so helpful and I'd like to share it with you today. So number one, eye contact is a sign of confidence. Look, you need to make eye contact if you're approaching a chick or going into a job interview or just in any situation where you need to portray confidence. And ideally, this is every single situation. Look, if you're able to maintain eye contact with someone, it's not only going to show that you're engaged with them, but it's also going to show that you are confident in yourself. Number two, this is an important one and it's something that you need to practice. Look, if you grew up like me, or shy and introverted as a teenager, then you need to practice eye contact if you were used to just hiding your eyes and looking at the floor. One way you can start is just looking in a mirror. Just spend a minute a day looking in the mirror, just making and holding that eye contact. It's really going to be powerful for your confidence because throughout that minute, you're going to feel yourself building in confidence and energy. And you're going to leave that bathroom being at the man. And then when you're out in the world, in cafes, bars, gym, whatever, you start to make eye contact with people. I'll admit I took this a little bit far, and I'll explain why. This leads on to number three. Holding eye contact can give you a great insight into someone else's brain. Now, I did this, and when I was out and about in Copenhagen, I would hold contact with people for an uncomfortable amount of time, and this was a challenge I was setting myself. And the reason why was because I didn't really make eye contact with people. I was aware of it, but I didn't really do anything to change it. So when I was in Copenhagen, I was walking, I'd spot someone walking towards me and be like, right, I'm not taking my eyes off you until you've walked past. But yeah, if you have read the article, and if you haven't, I'll leave a link in the description below. What it says is that there are different levels of eye contact. So if you meet someone, like I mentioned earlier, for the first time, their eyes drop down, you know that that's a sign of either intimidation or attraction. But there's another level, and this is probably my favorite one, where you're holding eye contact with someone, for about a second. So it's not just like you look and then look away. You hold eye contact with someone for a second and then they look away because there's that pause, that recognition, and then they look away. What you do is you maintain that eye contact, even though they're looking the other way. You stay looking at them, and I hear the words coming out of my mouth. You stay looking at them, and then they look back, and then that shows a sign of such interest. Because they saw that initial interest, they looked away, then their brain was like, no, I want to go back to that. They look back and they're interested or attracted to you. Look, it's a very, very fun practice, I promise you that. But yes, my disclaimer is you can't just go around staring at whoever you want for as long as you want. Like, say there's someone walking towards you and It's a girl your age. You make eye contact. You see what level she's at. You see if she's just not even making eye contact. There's absolutely no interest. Oh, you see there's eye contact. It's held. She looks away. She looks back. She smiles. There's interest there. You approach her. Done. So you don't have to go to the extremes that I went to with picking out targets all the time. What I would just recommend is making eye contact with quite a few people on a daily basis, and over time this really helps build your confidence. And I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure why that is. For me, I think it's because, let's say, it's the recognition, it's the validation that perhaps I didn't get as a really shy, introverted teenager. So I really hope this video on eye contact and confidence helps. I really think it will, especially if you were like me, grew up really shy and kept yourself to yourself, always hiding your eyes. I think this is such a powerful tool for you. Now, I'd love for you to follow my Instagram. I'll leave the link in the description. Be very grateful. Drop me a DM, tell me about what you've been up to and your confidence, and I'd love to hear about it. So yeah, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon.